Tensions in the Pacific are reaching new heights. Recently, Chinese and Russian warships have ventured closer to the U.S. waters than ever before, raising important questions about stability in the region and the future of American naval power. Could this be a sign of shifting global power dynamics, or is it just a show of force? What does this mean for peace on the world stage? As most of us know, since the conclusion of World War II, the United States has maintained a formidable naval presence in the Pacific. This strategic commitment has been pivotal in shaping the region's geopolitical landscape. American warships have patrolled these waters, safeguarding vital shipping lanes, providing a deterrent against potential aggressors, and serving as floating ambassadors of U.S. foreign policy. And of course, the Navy's role in the Pacific has evolved over the decades, adapting to changing threats and technological advancements in recent years, though. The geopolitical currents in the Pacific have undergone a significant shift. China's rapid military modernization, particularly its naval expansion, has altered the strategic calculus. Beijing's construction of artificial islands in the South China Sea and its increasingly assertive maritime claims have raised concerns among U.S. policymakers and regional allies. Simultaneously, Russia, despite its primary focus on European affairs, has sought to reassess its influence in the Pacific. The modernization of its Pacific fleet and increased cooperation with China signal Moscow's intent to challenge the established maritime order in the region. China and Russia's increasing naval activities in the Pacific stem from complex geopolitical motivations. For China, control over Pacific is crucial to its broader strategy of becoming a global superpower. The Pacific Ocean serves as a vital corridor for China's economic lifelines, including energy imports and export routes. China aims to secure these sea lanes and project power beyond its immediate coastal waters. Russia, on the other hand, views the Pacific as an opportunity to reassert its global influence. With much of its western flank constrained by NATO, Russia sees the Pacific as a domain where it can challenge U.S. dominance and force a new strategic partnership, particularly with China. The Russian Far East, with its vast natural resources and strategic ports, plays a pivotal role in this vision. It's also worth noting that both nations have significant economic interests in the Pacific. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure development strategy, has a maritime component that relies heavily on Pacific trade routes. Control over these waters would give China unprecedented economic leverage. For Russia, the development of its Far Eastern regions and the exploitation of Arctic resources are key economic drivers. The waters around Taiwan have seen an uptick in naval activity in April of 2023. The Chinese aircraft carrier Shandong conducted exercises east of Taiwan, prompting the U.S. to deploy the USS Nimitz carrier strike group to the area. These parallel operations heightened tensions and demonstrated the potential for miscalculation in this sensitive region. While less frequent than Chinese-U.S. encounters, Russian-U.S. naval face-offs have also occurred in November 2022. A Russian destroyer came within 60 yards of a U.S. cruiser in the Sea of Japan, with each side accusing the other of unsafe maneuvering. The most significant development has been the increase in joint Chinese-Russian naval exercises. In October of 2023, the two nations conducted their largest ever joint naval exercise in the Sea of Japan, involving over 20 ships, submarines, and support vessels. This exercise, occurring close to Japanese and South Korean waders, sent a clear message about the strengthening military ties between Beijing and Moscow. These naval encounters are not just about physical presence, but also serve as platforms for technological demonstrations. Both China and Russia have used these opportunities to showcase their latest naval technologies, including advanced radar systems, hypersonic missiles, and autonomous underwater vehicles. This technological aspect adds another layer of complexity to the naval rivalry, as each side seeks to gain intelligence on the other's capabilities while demonstrating its own. The increasing frequency and intensity of these naval face-offs have had significant diplomatic repercussions. Regional nations, particularly U.S. allies like Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines, have expressed growing concern over China and Russia's naval activities. This has led to strengthened defense cooperation between these countries and the United States, including increased joint exercises and defense agreements. These developments highlight the intricate balance of power in the Pacific.